I don't ever remember asking where my family were growing up. I don't ever remember saying, why am I in this situation? Why am I in a home? And I think I reached an age where I suddenly needed to know. 10 or 12 years ago, I guess. That's when I first started to go down the road of looking for who I was and where I came from and more about, why this all happened. When I first got my files, I just found them too hard to read. They were so demoralising and so awful about me, the child, that it was my fault. I was charged as a baby with no fixed place of abode and neglect. It said that the mother was found with 2 children in a waiting room of Central Railway Station. The children were dirty and untidy and the baby had a rash on its body. I was in care in, I think it was about 5 different foster homes and 6 different institutions. I was physically abused, I was sexually abused and I was emotionally abused. My first foster parents were just weird. My foster mother in particular was very abusive. She used to push my head under the bath till I thought I was going to drown. Then it jumps to part of a letter that is obviously written by my mother. It says, do you think it is fair for other people to have your children and you don't know where or how they are? I can tell you I'm a nervous wreck. You grow up thinking, well, you've been told that she didn't want you, that they didn't care. And then to see a letter in her handwriting, it's quite moving. I found out when I was around 15 that I was one of 8 children. It took a long time to track down and find the siblings, and I still haven't met all of them. It's really hard to connect after all these years. I think growing up in care shapes everything you do, and from that day onwards, I think you grow up with very low self-esteem. You grow up with not knowing who you are, where you fit in this world, if you fit. Until I had my own children, I really felt that I didn't belong anywhere. My daughter has a daughter herself, the love of my life. I wanted my kids to have everything. I wanted them to have everything I didn't have.
Hi Cheryl, this is Caroline from Open Place.
I now work at an organisation in Victoria called Open Place, which is a service for forgotten Australians. I help people find their records and family members, so I do records and reunions. You can certainly improve people's lives, but you can't ever take away that pain. Many of us, I'm sure, have a similar sort of feeling of our time in care. I've still got a long way to go before I'm completely comfortable in who I am and accept my past and move on.